Hello and welcome to Inside Indiana Business. I'm Gary Dick. Well, the redevelopment of the former GM stamping plant site in downtown Indianapolis recently hit a bit of a snag, with Ambrose Property Group announcing a shift in its business focus, which includes the sale of mixed-use and office projects, including the $1.4 billion Waterside project. Now, it is a move that has far-reaching implications, including for the Valley, a neighborhood near the site. And joining me now with more on what's next, I'm pleased to be joined by Ambrose VP of Marketing and Corporate Responsibility, Molly Simone Jeffers, and Valley Neighborhood Association President Jay Napoleon. And welcome one and all to the show this week. And Molly, I'll start with you. It was kind of to a lot of people, a surprise news. A lot of focus has been put on the Waterside project, $1.4 billion project at the old GM stamping plant site. Would take development across the river. You know, a lot of implications there. Why the move to say you're not going to do that project?
Thanks, Gary. Well, you know, the vision for Waterside has always been to transform this massive plot of land in a very important part of our city. Waterside connects downtown Indianapolis to our near west neighborhoods and seamlessly integrates into its surrounding communities. And from day one, you know, our mindset has been kind of a team approach and a collaborative spirit, and engagement with our neighbors and communities has happened since the very beginning. And so I've, you know, talked to Jay and Renee from the Valley since day one, and together with the Valley, West Indy, CICF, and many others, we've brought up many conversations around placemaking, around designing for equity and inclusion, and developing with the neighborhood versus to the neighborhood. So that's been at the forefront of our process from the beginning and remains today.
But you have, in terms of a change in your business model, is that essentially what's behind this? Absolutely,
yes. We've decided to shift towards a focus on e-commerce and industrial development.
With that, the property, you're putting the property you know, up for sale. Your contention is that the project isn't being scrapped. How do you explain that?
Absolutely. Some have said, you know, that Ambrose is scrapping or abandoning Waterside, and that just couldn't be further from the truth. Our vision and our focus remains the same as it was when we announced it a year ago, that we want a vibrant urban mixed-use development that adds vibrancy to this neighborhood and amenities to this community, and connects people and places. And that focus and vision is very much alive today, and we all want to see Waterside realized.
Yeah, Jay, the Valley Neighborhood Association, you represent several hundred homes there, homeowners in that area, so potential big impact there. What's your position on where things are and where you'd like to see things go now?
For us, the dream remains the same. The vision remains the same of a mixed-use, mixed-income neighborhood that becomes an extension of downtown Indianapolis, blends into my neighborhood seamlessly, creates a new downtown district. It's that important, not just for my little neighborhood, but for the city at large.
Can that happen now? Are you, you know, there's a lot of optimism, momentum behind it. Are you still optimistic that can happen?
We're very optimistic. Everyone who looks at that site, when they go to the location, they see the geography of it, the proximity to downtown. Everyone comes away with the same idea. This is a once-in-a-generation, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that we have to get right.
All right, Mayor Hogsett's office, there are some legal ramifications too in this. The mayor's office issued a statement to us this week in terms of the city's position, and there was the threat of using eminent domain to take back that property. Certainly Ambrose has pushed back at that. Molly, as you look at where things are, we see the statement from the mayor's office there expressing some optimism that a productive outcome can happen. What's the position of Ambrose?
You know, I think to Jay's point, the important thing to keep in mind here is that there's been an articulated, identified, and adopted vision that is shared by all parties, that is shared by the neighborhood and Ambrose and the collective city, and that's something to celebrate. That's something that we're proud of. And again, our vision and focus remains the same, that Waterside is realized and is a place for everybody to enjoy.
What's been the interest since the announcement from interested parties in the property? You've accessed JLL to sell the property. What's been the interest?
There's been a ton of interest in Waterside from all angles from day one, and again on September 27th when we made the announcement. Interest, you know, hugely across the nation.
Okay, we'll follow this story. We appreciate you both coming on. Molly Simone Jeffers from Ambrose, also Jay Napoleon from the Valley Neighborhood Association. Thanks very much.
Thank you.